You've already seen these. Let's go. Hey everybody, it's me, EMAN, and today we're going to be comparing two different types of beats, the Solo3s and the original Studio Wireless. Now you might be wondering, well, what the heck is this? Why are there the boxes? At the moment, my Beat Studios are charging at the moment because, then again, they have 12 hours of battery life, which isn't so great. And my Studio 3s are kind of broken because, through what I can only assume is, the part right there has been breaking, and I've had to do this twice now, get it fixed twice, and it really sucks. So I don't know if I'm going to repair them again, but let me find out soon. We're going to start off with the Beats Solo3s. So we're going to start off with talking about its specs. So to get started, it supports the W1 chip, so whenever you're setting it on a Bluetooth on iPhones, it'll immediately be able to connect to Bluetooth if you wanted to. It also has 40 hours of battery life, which is pretty good, especially for being in a small little chassis kind of idea. Not really a small chassis, but smaller than the Studios. Now, because of this, the sound quality isn't as good as the Studio, because I've actually seen them. They're not the best in quality because the bass isn't so great, but sound-wise, it sounds pretty good. It can also, with about 5 minutes of charge, it'll give you 3 hours of battery life in this case, or at least 3 hours of music or whatever the heck you want to listen to, and that's great. Just another thing to note. Glass products of certain kinds, especially Beats, have just been this problem here. I don't know what it is, and I've seen this like at a store, and they've had this same problem too. So don't try to buy glass products because you're gonna break them. I've done it, you're probably gonna do it. Be careful. Next is the Beat Studio Wireless. Now, because this is really kind of an old device, it doesn't support the W1 chip. So because of that, you can't really connect them as easily. However, it's a lot bigger than the Solo3s, mostly because it has a better bass and it's supposed to give you that studio feel. It only has 12 hours of battery life, which honestly sucks for me because 12 hours of battery life it doesn't feel like it's been 12 hours sometimes, because when I use them, it feels like it's been 9. I don't know, it's probably just me. The last thing before we finish off is simply, will it fit you? The Solo3s would pretty much fit for anybody who has kind of small ears. If you have really big ears, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble fitting this in, especially like ones that just might be bigger than the actual thing itself. So if you have that kind of problem, go for the Studio because it'll fit your ears so easily. But if you have small ears, both will fit on you. It's not so bad. The Studio 3s are around $300 to buy, and for original ones, I got this one for $170, but they would normally be around $370, so keep in mind on that. And with that note, beyond my opinion, I am going to go for nothing popping up, of course, nothing. The Beat Studio Wireless. Sure, they're a little more expensive than the Solo3s, but these things are a lot better. Trust me. The sound quality on them is so much better than the Solo3s, mostly because of the bass. It gives so much bass, and the noise cancellation is amazing compared to the Solo3s. Anybody that goes and kind of just talks through it, you're going to be able to hear very easily. Though, they're not bad, and the 40 hours is amazing. I would still rather go for over this with 12 hours because, to be honest with you, I'm a kind of guy who likes to listen to music loudly, and if you are that kind of guy too, this is going to be the thing for you, especially with a nice bass that you'll hear so nicely. But that is just my opinion. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below, and I can't wait to see what you think.